Salutations and Merry Christmas, my fellow dandies. It's Final Fantasy XIV time, and it's the Starlight Celebration. And I'm eating a traditional Christmas egg, as you can see, with my Christmas squirrel. My traditional Christmas squirrel. It's all very traditional here, over in Eorzea. It's Christmas. They got the Christmas event on. We're going to do the Christmas event. And then we'll carry on doing Shadowbringers. So, that's the plan. Hey, salutations Strata, salutations Speedstar. Hope you're both fine and dandy this evening. Or morning, or afternoon. Or night. Those are the options. It doesn't feel very Christmassy, I'll be honest. I mean, in the game it feels very Christmassy. It just doesn't feel very Christmassy. I had today off work. I just ended up sleeping all day because I was so exhausted from this week. So it doesn't feel very Christmassy yet to me. So I'm trying to force myself to sort of get my head in the Christmas zone, so to speak. But I've been cooking all day preparing for Christmas. Now that is Christmassy. That would definitely put you in the Christmas spirit, I suppose is the word, not the Christmas zone. But yeah, no, I've just been sleeping all day. I had aspirations to tidy, and it just didn't happen. I was just so exhausted. But now that I've slept all day, I will hopefully be good all weekend. So I think that's how it works. Anyway, we're here to speak to Garanji, who I vaguely remember from last year, I think. I didn't stream the Starlight Celebration last year because Endwalker had just come out. And I did it, though, but I don't remember it because I didn't stream it. I always remember the stuff I stream more. I guess because I read it out. When I don't stream, I don't really read the stuff I just skim read everything. How good it is to see you again, dear adventure. You haven't forgotten me since we last met. Did you hear me talking? Just like, you haven't forgotten me, have you? And I was like, no, I totally remember you. You're her. You. It's me, I'm Garanji. And may I say you've come at a most opportune moment. You see, we're planning some truly extraordinary festivities this year, but are presently short-handed. It's my reindeer. It's no good, celebrant. We will require the aid of an adventurer after all. Oh, dare I say he is an adventurer, and you've already made the arrangements. Allow me to introduce Associate Professor Lorenzen of the Studium in Charlayan. Here's other festivities for which I'm going to secure your assistance. Lorenzen, Faculty of Folklore. Delighted, I'm sure. You heard it here, he would skip the story if we were not here. I didn't say I'd skip the story, I just skim read the dialogue. Whereas, I still read it. Well, actually, I have skipped some of the side quest dialogue just because I was like, I don't care. I just want to get my triple triad card. But I read all the dialogue for the underwater princesses, which I did. I did off stream because I wanted their cards. That was a nice story about two sisters. Without further ado, then, I shall test your knowledge of the season. First question: what creature symbolizes the Starlight Celebration? The squirrel. Reindeer, bear, yeti. I mean, these are all true. The yeti was. Oh, last year was the yeti. It was the little yeti who wanted to help make cookies, and the big yetis were scaring people, and they were like, "No, we need to help the big yeti." And then, maybe I did stream that. I totally have never skipped any cutscene ever on any of my 12 ults. I definitely read everything every time. Man, imagine if you did. This game, because the thing is, I think this game would be. I mean, yeah, it would be so much quicker if you just skipped everything. That goes without saying. Most of the game is. I think there's definitely more story than gameplay. I feel at times. I did stream the Yeti quest. Yeah, I didn't stream at Christmas. So maybe the Starlight... Was the Starlight Celebration delayed because of Endwalker? That might have been what happened. They might have done the Starlight Celebration in January or something last year. I think that's what happened. I did read most of the story on the 12 outs. I suppose if it's depending on how far away you did them, it's a nice refresher. I'd say reindeer, because he's got a reindeer. An easy question, was it not? I apologise if I insulted your intelligence. Indeed, the answer is reindeer. From gifts to garb, stylite paraphernalia is often emblazoned with or designed in the image of these noble creatures. Weird, then, that we've had 10 years of Starlight celebrations, we've only just given what you want as a mount. Now for my second question. When did the Starlight celebration begin to make use of this symbolism? When? You mean to say it was not always so? No, indeed. Any mention of reindeer is conspicuously absent from the tale which inspired the celebration. Thus did I take it upon myself to delve into the truth of the matter. And after many a moon scouring literature, I discovered telling testimony in an ancient Ishgardian tome, which spoke of reindeer that amused younglings with delightful illusions. It was this spectacular act that earned reindeer their Starlight celebrity, I posit. And in order to prove my theory, I have journeyed to Gridania this Starlight celebration, with this trusty fellow Blitzen. Ah, but where's his friend Donna? They're German words that mean thunder and lightning, I think. Oh, so Blitzen can use reindeer magics. No, I've just got this one for its meat. The reason I make new edits because I usually make those outs whenever I want to refresh my memory before big updates and DLCs or after a hiatus. Yeah, so that is... yeah, if you're playing through the story again for the sake of enjoying the story, then it makes sense not to skip it. But if you're just playing through this, if you just make your outs to just have a different character on a different server, I guess you can just sort of hammer through quite quickly, or just spend money and get the skip items, which I did. I don't know if I ever said this on stream. I actually did buy the skip items for the Red Mage, but I obviously didn't use them. The reason being is because when Endwalker was about to come out, they discounted. There were 2 skip items for the Red Mage, just for all classes. To skip to level 70 and to skip to level 80. And they've both been replaced now with the item that skips to level 90, I think. Or maybe they skipped to level 80. And I got the ones that skipped to level 60 and 70. No, it must be level 80, because I got the earrings for the level 80. But they discounted them, and both of them came with 500,000 gil and some really good accessories. And I was like, well, I want to buy an apartment, and an apartment costs 500,000 gil, so I bought both the skip items for level 70 and level 80. And obviously I didn't use them because they skipped the Red Mage quests, and I wanted to do the Red Mage quests. And I was already over leveled, so they didn't see any point. So the books are currently with my retainer. But it was a good, cheap way to get 500,000 gil. And that's how I bought my apartment, and that's how I got my red chocobo. I can't remember if I ever said that on stream. I wasn't exactly hiding it. It was just... If you're curious how I suddenly got 500,000 gil, that was how I did it. Yes, Blitzen is of a rare lineage, one that weaves illusions as a defense against predators. We have been keeping him under our care in Charlian while conducting research on his abilities. 'Tis my belief that Blitzen can trace his ancestry back to the reindeer who delighted children with illusions in the Ishgardian tome. And I intend to have him do the very same for the children of Eorzea, confirming history by recreating it, as it were. You see, no matter how much I urged him back in Charlian, Blitzen refused to produce child-pleasing illusions. But in Eorzea, where it all began with his noble ancestors, I dare to hope that he will be suitably inspired. Just goes, no. It's a magic reindeer, but you haven't actually seen it use any magic yet. Yes, but I'm sure it is. I mean, there's no such thing as a normal reindeer, is there? Heaven. Perish the thought. I welcome anything that will bring cheer to our sweet children. My duties bind me here, but I believe our adventurer friend will prove a most capable assistant. Indeed, your cheery disposition tells me you are the perfect candidate for the task I have in store. Can I count on your cooperation? Yeah, I can make a reindeer talk. Wait, no, what did you want me to do? I can make a reindeer do magic. Splendid. I thank you, as will posterity, I'm sure. Now then, your role is a simple yet crucial one. Round up the children who will witness Blitz and create his illusion. I shall be at Apkalu Falls making the necessary preparations. Good luck, and I will see you again anon. Take a shot. So I need to go and kidnap children. Perhaps you can begin your search along the path for the markets to the Lancers Guild. I dare say a few younglings will be gazing out the shops and decorations. Or gazing at the shops and decorations. On it. Leave it at Uncle Dandy. Let's go and steal these children. I wonder if they go in my inventory. Like items. Like those corpses I once... Oh, it's Jadis. Once those corpses I had to carry around with me that one time. Gather children. I'll bring the 8-player whale. I mean, white van. Yeah. So write free candy on the side of your whale, and we'll do a tour of Gridania. I mean, what would they? It's sort of like, what would they do? It's like, I mean, it's this is a terror. He's going around kidnapping children, but I mean, we really need him to fight Primal, so I don't know what we can do. There's going to be illusions? That sounds like fun and all, but I promised my mum I'd help her put up decorations. Sorry. My mum told me not to talk to strangers, and honestly, you're the strangest person I've ever met. I could probably get through the end here. To be honest, without you, these kids would have died 30 times already. Exactly. It's like I always say, if Superman... There's that whole thing in Injustice where Superman kills the Joker. And it's sort of... It kicks off the whole of Superman becoming a bad guy. But I feel like Superman has saved enough people in his life that he should be allowed 1 or 2 murders. Do you know, that's the second person today I've seen with that back thing. With that, like, spinning portal. I guess it's a new weapon or something. Oh, I was told to buy a Starlight cake and hurry home. Sorry. Cowards. Oh, it's new raid gear, is it? Because I saw it and I thought, oh god, a portal's opened up, and I realised, oh no, it's a weapon or back bling or something for... I say back bling. I've been playing too much Fortnite, clearly. There's a magical reindeer that can create illusions. Amazing. I just finished my chores, so I'll head over at once. Alright, I tricked 1 child. Excellent. I didn't watch the live letter last night, but I saw some people talking about there going to be a new Alliance raid during the next patch as well, so I assume that will come with some more gear. Hi. Ah, you've returned. I trust a gaggle of rosy-cheeked younglings will be arriving shortly. Nope, just this one. Only this one? This is precisely the problem with today's youth. No concept of scholarship or the virtues of academic inquiry. Plus, they're too trusting of strangers. That's why kidnappings are so low. I suppose this single ragamuffin will suffice. For the purposes of proof, the number of children is inconsequential after all. Blitzen, the season of lights is in full glow, and a child stands expectant before you. Hearken unto the spirit of your ancestors, and bring forth your delightful illusions. No! I am a reindeer. He just headbutts the child. Gores him with his antlers. Come now, Blitzen. Is this not the Starlight celebration? And is that not a child, wide-eyed and innocent? Ah, that's just a normal reindeer. The baby Yeti from last year was much better. Oh well. Wait! Don't leave! I beseech you! There are crucial discoveries to be made in the name of folklore for which your assistance is paramount. And what do you mean last year? It's been 5 years since the 7th Umbral Calamity. There's been no last year, it's always been 5 years. We're in a Simpsons time loop. 7 weeks have passed since the start of Realm Reborn. Not really interested in the current raid. Shadowbringers a nicer Automata suit. STR the FF12 and FF Tactics raid. Oh, Shadowbringers. I was going to say, I didn't know what SST was. Yeah. Abyssos is not as interesting to me. I don't know what Abyssos is. I mean, I'll probably have to do it at some point to get the triple triad cards associated with it, but I don't think I'll ever have enough free time that I could do raids. Like, I know some people like do raids like as a thing that they do constantly to get like the gear and stuff, and I just don't think I got it in me. I'll do them once to complete the quests and get the triple triad guys unlocked, but other than that, that did not go as I hoped. What am I to do now? I mean, I guess maybe if I run completely out of things to do, and I'm waiting for the next patch or expansion, I could, maybe try and get myself a decent. If there's an armor set that I really like the look of, but the problem I find with being a red mage, I don't know where this cough's come from. I've been all right all day, and then so it's just when I started talking. I think it's because I just haven't been talking all day. The problem with red mage gears, because it's a ranged caster, the red mage generally gets robes as their kind of gear set. I don't really like the robes. I like the red mage gear. So, yeah, I'll probably just wear the red mage gear that I get at 80 and 90. Forgive me, but I need a moment to collect myself. Amidst the calm of the great loom brewery, perhaps, I shall return once my thoughts are clear. Oh, I forgot the Godbert is part of this. Celebration. The Abyssos raid is basically a jail for dangerous monsters that has a riot, and you go there to stop the riot, purposely avoiding the important story points. Appreciate that. I mean, that sounds, fine. Like I said, if it's got a cool set of armor, I might more than once to try and get the cool set of armor, but otherwise, eh. You wait patiently, but Lorenzen does not return. Perhaps you should search for him. Lorenzen! Sounds fine compared to Nier Automata raid. I've heard the Nier Automata raid is canon to, like, the game. And I never finished Nier Automata, so maybe I should play Nier Automata before I do the raid. FF Tactics and FF12 I'm not as fussed about, because... again, I've played both, but I never finished them. But I never... Nier Automata, I don't know why I never finished, because I was really enjoying it. But FF Tactics and FF12, I just wasn't enjoying. Although I was tempted to pick up 12 again once they did that that new version where you could, like, fast forward stuff. Oh, it's you. It seems I've been here rather longer than I thought. My apologies. I have been pondering my dilemma, but I believe I have identified the root of the problem. The children of Gridania are insufficient for my purposes. The original testimony was Ishgardian, after all, meaning that it is Ishgardian children I require. I was a fool to consider proving my theory anywhere else. You're familiar with Ishgard, are you not? Would you be willing to continue assisting me there? You seem to be one reindeer short of a sleigh. Whatever do you mean? I don't have a... Oh. Blitzen, where did you go? Blitzen! Blitzen! I was going to say, it's weird that they were going to go take us to Ishgard, because normally these seasonal events are available to newbies as well. And you'd have to have finished A Realm Reborn before Ishgard became available, so... I thought it was weird that we were going to go there, but I guess we're not. So good. Good that we're not. This was just a downgrade. Considering FF14 has been improving with every update, the raid not keeping up with how amazing everything else is a letdown. That's a shame. Is that the general consensus, that Abyssos is kind of lame, or is that just personal opinion? I mean, I suppose it's always going to be subjective, because there's going to be people who don't like the other raids, but... I mean, there's people... I was seeing... I couldn't believe people were complaining about having to play the Hildebrand quests when they announced that the new relic weapons were tied to the Hildebrand quests. And I was like, how could you complain about having to play as Hildebrand? He's great. It's Hildebrand. But, you know, different strokes for different folks, isn't it? I don't know if people do like Abyss's Raid is the badass armor that you saw, but I only play healer and I didn't like the healers, so my opinion is lower than most people. Yeah, so it's the same with me. I've looked at some of the raid armor so far, and it's just like... I mean, it's fine if you're playing like a black mage, but for a red mage, I just want like what, you know, like what Lawrenson's wearing. Although I do have that cloth clothes. I think that's the Shire armor. You know, I want cool looking, like... I'm trying to think. Fencer attire is what I want, because, you know, you got the rapier. I don't want a magic robe as a rapier wielder. I can't find Blitzen anywhere. I've literally walked about 50 feet and I've given up. Where could he have gone? So absorbed was I in my thoughts, I must have left him somewhere. The gods know he can't bear being alone. Oh, he must be so frightened right now. I must find him. Must find my dear boy. Oh, okay, look, it's just 2 parts. Oh, Blitzen, where could he have gone? That's a distress. Try to soothe his nerves. Oh, that's what that... I was seeing that person behind the... in the background there doing this. I was like, I wonder what they were doing. What am I doing? Blitzen needs me, and here I am, a blubbering mess. My apologies for subjecting you to such undignified behaviour. Unforeseen circumstances have a tendency of rattling my nerves, but I am well now, thanks to you. Calm down, calm down. That's all I did. I shall go and search for Blitzen at once. May I count on your cooperation once more? Yeah, sure. My heartfelt thanks. For now, let us focus our search within the city. If you could make some inquiries, you can make inquiries in the direction of Minketo's amphitheatre, we shall retrace our steps back to Apicola Falls. Quickly now! I'm just going to head in the same direction. Mage and healer armor's notoriously not as cool most of the time. Yeah, I have noticed that. A lot of the cool armors seem to be like the Gladiator, Warrior, Dark Knight, sort of melee, DPS, and tank armors. I mean, I quite liked... I think I got it set as one of my ones. Yeah, I liked that. That was okay. This was the raid armor from Crystal Tower. Although I never got the shoes. But this was okay. But, you know, I haven't worn it in a while. This was real. I mean, but yeah, but it's just like... I just really like the standard red mage armor. It just looks so good. A reindeer, you say? As a matter of fact, one went trotting by the amphitheatre and down the lane just not long ago. Okay, that's nothing I need to worry about, I guess. That's just someone else doing something else. Hello, happy holiday maker. Look how happy you are, staring out at the water wheel. A reindeer? Why, yes, I saw it go dashing through the snow towards Minketter's amphitheatre. Well, the last guy said he went towards Minketter's amphitheatre, so why don't I just go based on that? Why don't I need two people to say it? Oh. Wait. This isn't Minket. Oh, it is. I'm already here. Wait, is this Minketto's? Oh, yeah, there it is. Got my bearings all. Except this isn't where it needs me to go. It needs me to go over here, which isn't Minketto's. Oh, that was a Reaper's Dash, was it? And they got like a teleport thing where they leave behind a portal. It's a Frost Fanatic. Perfection. Absolute perfection. The reincarnation of crystalline beauty. Oh, were you speaking to me? Get out of here. I want to fuck this snowman. Reindeer? I can't say that I did. Transfixed to this frozen masterpiece as I was. I vaguely recall having heard some clopping noises passing behind me, though. Must have been something of the sort. Now, get away from me. I need to warm this snow boy up, if you know what I mean. Oh! I've received a free invite company from Stars Fox. No. Yes. It's been a while since I've had a free company invite. Oh, adventurer, have you had any luck in locating Blitzen? Where have you been? I've been running myself ragged in search of you. Wow! Blitzen, why do you bray so? Why, to summon me, of course. Ho, ho, ho. I assume this is Godbert. And you are? Yeah, it is. I am the Saint of Nymella, and I have come at our antlered friend's behest to lead your misguided soul into the soothing bosom of the Starlight Celebration. I will ask you plainly, young scholar. Do you understand why you were unable to coax forth the legendary twinkling of this reindeer's magics? So you do not know. Fortunately for you, naught escapes the Saint of Nymea's all-seeing eyes. You see it too, do you not? The reason why our scholarly friend failed? Yeah. I mean, both of these are correct. You've lost sight of the spirit of the Starlight celebration. What? Of course I haven't lost sight. All I know that the Starlight celebration is held for the benefit of the children. So you finally understand. Indeed, the Starlight celebration exists for the good children of the realm. This our antlered friend knows well. But you, my scholarly friend, you were so obsessed with your work that you could only see the children as a means to prove your theory. Is it any wonder, then, that Blitzen was not minded to oblige your demands? It is as you say, good saint. Respecting the customs one seeks to understand is basic folklorist fieldwork. I shame my profession in forgetting it. Gwa, gwa. Such beautiful noises. My thanks for comforting me, my friend, and my apologies for ignoring your feelings. Oh, ho, ho. It seems my job here is done. I leave this man and this reindeer in your capable hands, adventurer. Happy starlight to all, and to all a good morning. It's night time, Godbert. Away! Do I not get to go on a date with Godbert this year? Ah. Right, this isn't a moment to lose. Though there is no moment to lose. Let us resume our research. Forgive me, force of habit. Let us resume our celebration of this wondrous season by bringing joy and happiness to children. Wow, my mummy! Cry of distress. It comes from the other side of the Etherite Plaza. Come, my friends. I hear the sound of a child that needs kidnapping. Get the van. The better Santa. I watched that Violent Night the other day. The Santa in that, I think Godbert and the Santa in that would get on quite nicely. Wow, I want my mummy. Oh dear, distraught as she is, how are we to learn what ails her? I mean, she wants her mummy. We need to settle her somehow. With sweets, perhaps, or toys. I'll set my squirrel on her. Wow. Whoa. Fuck was that? Oh, how pretty. I've completely forgotten about my mother. Well done, Blitzen, well done. Now I may ask the source of her after the source of her woes. Wow. Greetings, little one. She doesn't seem that young. Tell me, what is it that troubles you? Well, me and Mummy were on our way to the markets. Suddenly she wasn't there and I got scared. I see. I expect your mother is still nearby. In which case... Is anyone missing a child? We have a lost child in search of her mother. Whoa! Well, that didn't work. And now everyone's looking at us weird. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. Mummy, you were there, and suddenly you were gone. I was so scared. Oh, she's Elisa, and that's why she's so tall. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Sweetling, I'm here now. Thank you so much for looking after my daughter, sir. No worries. What are you doing after this? Thank you, sir. And you too, Mr. Reindeer. Those shiny presents were really pretty. Although they were kind of blink and you miss them. Maybe work on duration. I think congratulations are in order. What? Oh, right. I suppose Blitzen just proved my theory, didn't he? I was too concerned with helping the little one to notice. Well, I shan't complain. Seeing as we've fulfilled our objectives, shall we report back to Amgaranji? Wasn't the whole thing that Anne was asking for help with something, and then we just buggered off and dicked around with a reindeer for the entire quest? She comes back and goes, yeah, I mean, great that you figured that out, but like, we really need someone to help set up decorations and shit. What's up? For science. Ah, welcome back, everyone. How did you fare in the end? Very well, I am pleased to say. We managed to reunite a lost child with her mother, and for a happy side benefit, succeeded in proving my theory. Plus, Dandy was there. I know you didn't really accomplish a whole lot, but I really am just a kind of spectator to some of these quests. My, the three of you have been busy indeed. Thank you for your help, adventurer. Allow me to offer my gratitude as well. Were it not for you, I would have remained blind to what's truly important. Here, take this deer. I don't want it anymore. I was saying thanks as well, are you? It seems to me you played as important role as any today. Blitzen, you are as dependable a little helper as I have ever known. Yes, I am. Thank you. He's curious, though. At first he seemed wholly unmotivated to act, but then showed the illusion of his own volition. What do you suppose inspired What do you suppose inspired his change of heart? I believe the answer is concern. In the beginning he could tell that I held none for the children and sought only academic satisfaction. Pure of heart, as he is, how could Blitzen be moved to assist me? However, when he sensed that the concern I held for that crying child was genuine, he no longer felt resistance to using his powers. Blitzen sounds like quite the intuitive fellow. Reindeer generally are. As herd animals, they are accustomed to sensing even the slightest shift in feeling or intent. And this is but... I'm tripping over my words today. And this is but another theory, but I suspect that Blitzen's ancestors conjured their illusions in response to the feelings of love and kindness they sensed from the people around them. Such reindeer were far more plentiful back then. Some were even domesticated to pull sleighs. No doubt younglings had ample opportunity to witness the same spectacular illusions we now find so precious. It's truly unfortunate that Blitzen's kin have so declined in number. But I will cherish their invaluable contribution to the Starlight celebration. Thank you for sharing this fascinating history with us. Nod. If I was able to impart even a modicum of the passion I feel towards my subject, I will count myself very blessed indeed. But that reminds me. There is one last task for which I would appreciate your assistance. To wit, sharing Blitzen's miraculous illusions and the joy they inspire with as many children as we can find. Yeah, leave it to me. Give me the reindeer. Speaking in the true spirit of Starlight, Lorenzen, I dare say you'll be a little helper yet. Wow. I did it. I got my reindeer. Now, not just take this deer, I don't need it anymore, but here, take this endangered species of deer, I don't need it anymore. Exactly, take this magical reindeer species that I have a bond with, and just use it as you want. I mean, use it to share his magic with children. Definitely don't use it to ride around on his back and get from places slightly faster. Speak Lorenzen to accompany him on a special Starlight celebration mission. Who knows what familiar faces you might encounter? Ah! I think I can get a tree. Like, this is obviously the main thing. Is the Starlight Steed, which I can't summon here, but... There he is. Oh, he even has a special ability. Nice. Gives you this rideable glamour as a show of gratitude for your kind aid. From the creature itself to the presence, all is recreated in such impressive detail that it could only be considered a starlight miracle. Oh, so this isn't actually the deer. It's just a glamour that looks like Blitzen. That he just went, hey, you can just turn your chocobo into me. I wonder the actual deer. Come with me. Wow. Damn you. Damn you, reindeer. So... You will accompany us, then. My thanks. Our task is simple. We shall take Blitzen on a tour of Gridania and delight the children we meet with his marvellous illusions. While little helpers will be distributing presents on a more tangible nature, I believe that Blitzen's glamour will perfectly set the tone for such gift-giving. Being a visitor to this city, however, I am not certain where to seek out children. May I trust you to guide us to them? You look like a man who knows where children hide out. Marvellous. Without further ado, then where shall we head first? The Whistling Miller. That's a pub. I think that's where children hang out. Very well, let us go and spread some starlight cheer. Oh, good morning, Mr. Reindeer. You have quite an adorable face and snuffly nose at that. Go on, Blitzen, and show us your spectacular glamour. What a marvellous spectacle. You're truly amazing, Mr. Reindeer. Forgive me for interrupting your delight, sweet child, but this little helper comes bearing a gift from the north. Oh, is that, Sir Emmerich? Oh, it's tiny. An Ishgardian coat? That was a tiny Ishgardian coat. Oh, how lovely and warm. I shall treasure it, little helper. Thank with all my heart. Oh, he's wearing the same coat as I am. Adorable. What a pleasant surprise to meet you here, my friend. You are lending your capable hand to the observances, I take it. Nod. As a citizen of Starlight's birthplace, I felt compelled to volunteer my services in some way, however small, and thus I seem to have become a little helper. And 'twas an audience with the elder Seedseer that called me here initially. I am glad for the opportunity to bear witness to the bright smiles of Gridania's children. I know this is like a Christmas celebration and stuff, but surely, I mean, he's a head of state. Surely he should have bodyguards with him. Do you remember that he got stabbed? Do you remember that guy who walked up and stabbed him at one point? Like, I mean, unless he's got, like, them hiding behind a tree or something. Ah, but I mustn't dally. Many gifts still want for delivery. Till we meet again. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did only added to the children's enjoyment. And last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. There's no way he would get stabbed again. I mean, there's every way he could get stabbed again. We shall take a well-earned rest, but we would welcome your assistance again should you feel like going on another tour. Do I get anything for doing that, or is this just for shits and giggles? This is just for shits and giggles. How do I get my tree? Is it a stain I need to speak to? No, that's a wind shard. Do I just need to do I just need to do more of these, and then eventually I'll get my tree? Maybe it's a Kevlar Christmas outfit. To be fair, mine's glamoured over my... oh, look at my little squirrel. Do you know, I was trying to get him to get on my shoulder for ages earlier for that photo, and he wouldn't get on my friggin' shoulder. And now he's just there, eating his little chocolate-covered nut. This little shit. Sticking his palm in my eye. There's a shop outside to the right. Oh. I thought it was a mission reward. Ah. They really should have, like, a thing above their head to show that they're a thing. Right. Tree adorned with decorative lights in honor of the church. I mean, I can't use it because it's an outdoor furnishing, but, you know, it's 5,000 G. I should buy it and then just... hang on. There you go. Dang it. Right, 11. Right, I see what I'm doing wrong now. There we go. I bought 11 because I wanted to use one just to see what they look like. This is Sunshine. I mean, that doesn't look like Sunshine, but okay. And this is Stardust. Oh, I have Stardust. That was what I was using during the intro. That shop is always there for every event. Yeah, but you know what my memory's like. I just want like a little... Like, the Moogle has a thing above its head to show you that that's where the Moogle is for the itinerant stuff. It's not much to ask for them just to put a little icon above the head to show you that it's the event shop. You know? Just because I've been playing this game for over a year doesn't mean I'm still not a weed or a scrub or whatever it is they call the terrible players. Sapling. I actually don't think I am anymore. I think I lost mine a while ago. No, it's not you who's got it. It's Chandy. Right, let's take... No. There you go. Take those. And you don't keep furniture. I guess Bandy holds onto my furniture. How much space do you have? You still got quite a bit. Oh, yeah, there you go. Tales of Journey, One Red Maid's Adventures, Journey 1 and 2, and Journey 3. So I haven't used them, as you can see. I mean, this one wouldn't even work anymore. Instant level to level 70. And this one, this one's only got another level and a half left of use. But it skips the Red Mage quest, which I don't want to do. So yeah, it's useless to me. Let's get rid of these scales. I'll go and do those quests eventually. Cage whisk, indoor barbecue, green tea, barbecue spit. These crystals, soot dye. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright. I mean, I guess I could do the other three and just see who shows up. I'm guessing, though, if I hadn't done Heavensward, the Whistling Miller doesn't show up as an option, because if Sir Emmerich shows up without having done Heavensward, that would make no sense whatsoever, because Ishgard didn't have an alliance. So I'm also guessing, based on that there's probably one that I'm missing for having not finished Shadowbring as an Endwalker. There's probably like another, I guess like Solus or something, who would show up. Let's see who I've got. Let's go to the markets. Maybe we'll get a Hildebrand one. Wow, reindeer are massive. Look at him, he's massive. Go on, Blitzen, show us your spectacular glamour. that's incredible. Happy Starlight, my child. This little helper's arrived with a very special gift. It's... I don't know who that is. I don't know who you are. Cookies? My favourite. Thank you, little helper. I'm going to go and share them with my friends. Oh, it's Mione. She's the lady who runs the... Yeah, she runs the bar in Gridania, doesn't she? I very barely recognize... I mean, I recognise her name. I don't recognise her face at all. I mean, she's obviously wearing different clothes to what I normally see her. And she's not standing in the... she's not standing in the pub. Well, if it isn't Jack Dandy, lending your assistance to the Starlight celebration. As you can see, the Carline Canopy is also participating in the festivities this year. Our establishment has adopted the Starlight spirit, with a special children's menu in addition to festive decorations. 'Tis the season after all. Now, while I would love to stay and chat, I must be off. These cookies won't deliver themselves. I look forward to seeing you again at the Canopy. Yeah. That's well, because I didn't start in Gridania. I don't really know the Gridanian NPCs as well as the Limsa Liminsa NPCs. So I've only spoken to Mother Mione in a couple of quests in A Realm Reborn, and then not really since. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did only added to the children's enjoyment. And last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. Yeah, Baderon does stand out, because he's got the eye patch. We shall take a well-earned rest. Wait, does he have an eye patch? Maybe he's got a headband. We shall take a well-earned rest, but we would welcome your assistance again, should you feel like going on another tour. Alright, well, let's see the other two. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. Ah, real reindeer. I've only ever read about them before. It's like, he's impressed. We didn't even need to show him the glamour. He's impressed alone with just the reindeer. Oh, go on, Blitzen, and show us your spectacular glamour. Oh, amazing. I don't know who this is either. Indeed, much like the scent of freshly hewn cedar. Happy Starlight, youngling. We, the saints' little helpers, have come bearing gifts one can touch as well as see. Nope, don't know who these two are. We hope you like it. I'm guessing they're, again, Gridania NPCs that I just never dealt with. Hunks of wood? Oh, they're probably from the Carpenters Guild. It is a lumber set, child, comprised of the finest selection of timber the forest has to share. You have your soft-grained maple, some supple ash, a stern oak. Cannot you hear the symphony? No, not really. Those are the building blocks, my dear, made especially for you by the Carpenters Guild. Oh, I love blocks. Thank you, little helpers. I'm just going to leave now and just throw these in the river. Curious that you should appreciate blocks over fine cross-sections of lumber. Puzzling indeed. He just looks like a beatnik, which is why I'm giving him this voice. Jack, what a pleasant surprise. Person I've never met. As you can see, the Botanist and Carpenters Guilds are working together for this year's celebration. With the guild... Oh, actually, I am a member of the Botanist Guild, to be fair, so I probably have spoken to Fufucha before. With the Guild's masters volunteering to be little helpers. Our gifts are a joint effort. Beaton's people at the Carpenters Guild made some beautiful blocks out of the wood my botanists gathered while tending the forest. I hope these toys sow the seeds of inspiration in the hearts of our younglings. They might grow up embracing nature. But enough of my vegetation metaphors, we have presents to distribute. By the way, I haven't seen you at the Botanist Guild for quite some time. You should really, really come by and stop by. I want to see how you've leveled up. How did you get to level 90 without doing any of the Botanist Guild quests? Come, Timber Master, more children await. Ah, indeed. Let's use that blocks gist from earlier. It seemed rather effective. Yeah. Shows you how long it's been since I've actually done any of the botany stuff that I didn't recognise the Guildmaster. It went splendidly well, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did not only added to the children's enjoyment, but last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. You should take a well-earned rest, blah, 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 blah. I'm guessing, since these are all Gridania characters, the last one's going to be the what's that, Chops? Yeah. Oh, hello. It's my first time meeting a reindeer. Is he friendly? Go on, Blitzen, show us your spectacular glamour. Wow, it's beautiful. Oh, okay. No, it's not. It's just, I'm guessing she's the leather worker guild master. Happy Starlight, my dear. I have a gift for you from the saint. Perhaps not as sensational as that reindeer's trick, but these will last longer. It's a gimp mask. Leather accessories? I mean, yes, technically a gimp mask is a leather accessory. I love them. Thank you so much, little helper. Darling little thing. Another Starlight volunteer, I take it. I too. Oh, yeah, because I never met her, so she doesn't know me. That's cool that they factor in whether you've actually spoken to these characters or not. I too have volunteered my services this year. I thought it only right, seeing how much my own little ones delight in the season. 'Tis remarkable how a child's smile can warm the heart, an infectious joy if ever there was one. Anyway, I must be off. Enjoy the rest of the festivities. Yeah, it's just the problem with them doing the so many of the events in Gridania is that just, apart from Sir Emmerich, I didn't really care about any of the other characters. Well, it went splendidly well, blah, 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 blah. I need some rest. Alright. Well, that's the Starlight celebration done then. We got our reindeer, we got our tree. We've been on a special date with all of the people. So yeah, I guess we'll go back to doing Shadowbringer stuff in the first. I'm just very quickly going to go get a drink, because doing Lorenzen's voice kind of, I don't know, just doing that sort of whispery voice kind of, I don't know, tickled my throat in the wrong way. So I'm just going to top up my water. I'll be back. I'll be 2 minutes. Let's head to the first then. And continue dressing up Where are we going? Continue dressing up Alphino in his dress, which I think is what we were doing. That may have been a narrative that I created myself, but it's close enough to what we're doing. We got a dress, we got a crown. We just need the magical wig and makeup, and then we can dress Alphino up. And I can check out my new mount. Yeah! Fantastic. Where am I going? That way. On Blitzer, on Blitzen, on Blitzen, on Blitzen. On Blitzen, on Blitzen, on Blitzen, on Blitzen. It's not quite as catchy as the full version, but it is accurate. It is weird that they chose, like, of all the reindeer, they chose the one that's part of a pair. Like, Dasher. Why not Dasher? I don't know. Right, let's continue while whatever it was we were doing. With our enemies fast... With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the new Mo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fey folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest of men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Oh yeah, Alphino and Alice have gone on to... I'm going to make sure that I keep using Starlight's Deed. Went to the trouble of unlocking it. Have gone to keep an eye out for the army coming from the Jabba the Hutt place. I'll remember these names by the time I finish this DLC. By the time I get to the end of it, I'll have remembered all of them. Just in time to move on to a different location. Just long enough to hold it until we head off to Garlemald. I like the music with the Starlight Deer, though. It's very seasonal. I'm here, Orion. Get over that fence. Like, yeah, very good. I guess it's Christmas back in the real world. Good for you. Good for you, the one who can freely move back and forth between our world, between the post-apocalyptic light world and the other place. Maybe take off the Starlight Celebration clothes and your Starlight Celebration minion and mount in the world that is blighted by light. Somewhat insensitive to be coming in wearing your clothes, celebrating the festival of literally a festival of lights to a world blighted by the light. It's like coming in. It's like zipping back and forth between a zombie apocalypse wearing your Halloween costume, where you're dressed up as a zombie. It's like maybe just a tad bit insensitive. Past yonder cliff lieth Pla Enna, home of the new Mo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Okay. Oh, my polar bear's very seasonal. That's fine. Even though I got it for the summer quest. It's like I'm a walking Coca-Cola advert now. da, da. Yay! Whee! If the pass striketh thee as precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Verbert. 'Twas only when the Fouth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle. Yep, one can scarcely blame the fair folk so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light. A force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization... I'm terrible. I'm doing terrible today with reading subtitles. A force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees. An entire world that should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Again, could you please take off your Starlight Celebration costume? It is massively offensive. Yet in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness, and Minfilia lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th Umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Ah, mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business? Ah, nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Lid Halaran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste, are you? Allow me to hasten you on your way. Tee-hee-hee. Oh, they exploded us. Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. Oh, are we going to do it like a stealth mission? We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learnt. Fey Cloak, 'tis called. A most ingenious magic with which rendereth one invisible to fate folk, albeit briefly. I love the idea, I love the implication that the fairies annoyed Oriange enough that he developed a new magic in order to deal with them. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee, and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Okay. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee once more. The effect is quick to fade, so thou must needs be swift. Oh, I thought I was going to turn, like, invisible or something. No, no, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Ignore the weird crab monster that's angry at something running past. No, it's not attacking anything. There's nothing here. It's just a figment of it. It's a ghost. The pixies leave, disappointed riddle. Ah! Okay, it gave up. Lucky for you. Where's Orange? Did he just press on? I like the combat music with these enemies, though. Oh yeah, that's Thancred and Minfilia. There's someone over here fighting? Oh yeah. Dude riding around on his wolf. Oh, the wolves are cool. I haven't seen the wolf mounts. Well, I may have seen them before, but I haven't seen them recently. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Ah, pixies. Teleportation magic. I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. Another good news, the new Mo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Oriange deigns to join us. Oh, nice. New throne. Hey, salutations, TD. Good to see you as always. Hope you're fine and dandy. Oh. What's this horrible little rat man? Oh, never mind. It's actually quite adorable now that I see it from the front. What is it, though? I don't know. It's adorable, whatever it is. My favourite art is found my... I guess that's supposed to be Twitter. And now they're listening to me talk about an owl I made of our shared interest. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice when... yeah, someone you look up to takes an interest in something you're working on. Mortals. Mortals are here. Lots of them. Oh. Are they immortal, then? I thought you said the new Mo were men's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. 'Twas best than itself, perhaps, but not with fear. 'Twas beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elder Ink. Hang on. Greetings, Elder Ank. Tinier. Good. Yeah, fine. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new Mo. The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Lai Gial? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Sounds fantastic. Unlike our Fey cousins, we know Mu have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus, did many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Just hand over the goddamn staff. I do sometimes think, like, maybe I should choose... I kind of wish there was, like, more variety in the dialogue choices, because it's normally just, like, I can just be a good guy, or I can be a jerk. And there's no middle ground. Don't worry, we'll defeat Titania. By we, I mean I. I will defeat Titania. Oh, actually, no, I suppose I can take NPCs with me, so we will do it. Then you only become another Light Warden. It changes nothing. Honored elder, pray believe me when I say that this man is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, he hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. He is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but he harboureth the selfsame desire to see the Sin-Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, as we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You always have done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this man, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin-Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon. Unless we want to debate this with the Yulmoran army. Yulmor, that's the place that's attacking us. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect to simply roll over and acquiesce to our requests. Expect thee to simply roll over. But even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightst fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it. Why is he speaking in italics? Roll over, fetch, ah. You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well that you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair, I tell you. In happier times it was an honour to assist mortals in need, and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Vobert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. I'm reminded of the... I mean, I suppose they were in the original as well, but I'm reminded of the workers in the Team 4-star version of the Broly movie, who are like... Their entire culture revolves around indentured servitude, and they're like incredibly happy to be enslaved by a superior race. They're just like an incredibly submissive race. It's just like this is getting a little bit weird. It's like, oh yes, we used to love to service mortals in any way they needed. It's like, okay, well, this got weird, Urianger, and he's like, I know, they're creepy, just. We just get the scepter and we'll just leave. And also, there's a couple of verbs you need to be very careful about saying around these people. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? I mean, we will, but... I can't promise that Dandy won't go off and do some gambling at the Gold Saucer. Will you offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Man Us. They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Vobur. With the Knights gone, however, Man Us has no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. So this is kind of a weird spin on the, hey, you need to go and do things for... you need to go and do things for us before we'll give you the free thing. This is a, go around and see if people can do things for you. Oh, hang on. Oh, fine. I was trying to get rid of the red flag on my map, but... I'll just ignore it. 1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Hi. What? Oh, what? Where? You're immortal! Huzzah! Huzzah! Well met, yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armour that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? If you answered yes, then you've come to the right Numo. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for a payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Oh, okay, so I do actually have to go and do stuff. I can't just walk around and go, do it for me for free. Surely my gratitude is enough reward. It's like, no, I can't service you without fungus. It's like, fine, stop saying service. Oh, I can use my mount now, I suppose. It's that much faster. But I can summon a snowflake. Which is behind me, but, you know, still. Get out of here, Augustus. We've got shit to kill. Oh, I wonder if I have the Christmas gear for Augustus. There we go. That's easy. Back in the hole. Although, let me... No, is the answer. I bought all this Christmas stuff last year, so I couldn't remember what I bought and what I hadn't bought. But I guess I didn't buy any. I didn't buy any Christmas clothes for Augustus. Sag. Da, 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 da. Alright, I got your fungus legs. I should probably eat stuff. I do have a pixie apple pie. Extra of the sweet 3% XP bonus. Ah, you are returned, and with them moss fungus legs, I hope. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder, used to polish metal and leather alike to lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. How many moss fungus eggs will you give? I will give them 3. I don't want them. 3? But I asked for 2. No, no, this wasn't the agreement. You doubt that I fulfill the work for 2 moss fungus eggs, so you tempt me with another. May as well call me a grasping mutt and spit in my eye. I mean, are you into that? I could. If you think me a bad Numo, then a bad Numo I would be. Oh yes, I'll make a fine mess of everything you're wearing. Rip it to shreds. Oh. Wait, there are 2 legs here. You mustn't tease us, fairies. Tease us, fairies, so. In my agitation, I could have done much worse than simply snap at you. You see, for there to be honour in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. You've given me fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. Okay. These guys are... scary. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I am pleased to say that all your arms and armour may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin with which you may pay me with when you desire to have the work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Poor. Yeah, they are quite... kind of like weird dog mole people, aren't they? Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest Yiskuf yonder? Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe Iskuf will have something to offer you. I mean, yeah, you might as well repair all my stuff while I'm here. Actually, do I have anything on equip that needs fixing? Yeah. Oh. Alright, good. There you go. I've rendered services, you should be ecstatic. Ooh. I get a ring coffer. Neat. Ah, to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. So many men to service. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We've no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you will be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. I mean, at least they're getting all of the, like, Beast Tribe stuff out of the way in one go. They're like, look, here's all the different Beast Tribes that you'll have to deal with. Or, is Beast Tribes the old name or the new name? I can never remember which way around it is. Oh, there's an Aether Current up there as well. I mean, I assume that's the case, that this is all... These are the Beast Tribes in this area that this expansion has. Give them belly rubs. And ear scritches. No, because they're kind of... Like, I mean, I get that they're supposed to be, like, kind of like subservient dog people. But, I don't know, they're weird. It's like they get off on it. You know? I'm worried that I'll start, like, scratching their ear and they'll go, yes, harder, dandy. It's like, okay. Judgmental much. Yes! Very! They're attention starved. Well, that's not my problem. I have a world to save. There were no humans around for thousands of years. No ear scratches. That's not my fault. They should have, you know, there were humans. They just needed to leave this place. Maybe if the fairies didn't stop killing all the humans and turning them into bushes, you know. They need to take responsibility for their own happiness. Oh, they can't leave. I thought they just didn't want to. You've already removed the flame spores. How very quick you are. Oh, but did you by chance search the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. Okay. I feel like you're adding more onto the task at this point. Oh, they also don't want to leave, but if they wanted to, they can. Oh, they're like bound to this land, are they? Okay, if they're properly stuck here, then fair enough. It's still not my responsibility. You know, it's still not my problem, but I sense a gaze from the entrance. Oh, hey, Minfilia. I wasn't spying on you or anything. I've just finished my task and I should go and report back. I should go and report back. Move! I mean, Philly says she runs through me. It's like, oh, okay, that's... All the fairy people that live in the zone have made a pact of sorts to stay there and protect this place. Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah, because they're all looking after the different parts to seal the king, aren't they? So once I've defeated the king, they could leave. Although I suppose once I defeat the king, more humans will probably show up. You are returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses, for a little while at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again. It reminds me of the old days. Fair every day, I'd carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then, the castle wasn't called Lygar. The Voberites built it, and they named it Grunslicht. It was... I don't know what Gruns... I'm trying to think. Licht is light, but I don't know what Gruns is. It was their last bastion in the struggle against Sin Eaters, and now they're gone, all of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. And if you desire anything else I possess, I would be glad to offer them to you for a fitting price, of course. They could if they wanted to, but like I said, they've lived there peacefully away from the absolute shit show that everyone else in the world has had to deal with, so why would they want to leave? But for the ear scritches! Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Weed Lad? He's a weird lad, but it'll do you good. They've been under the weather of late, and the chance to perform an honourable task would cheer them up. But if they want ear scritches, they need to, you know, become masters of their own domain and go and get the ear scritches. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It's not up to me to get them for them. Okay, well, thank you for selling a weapon that I think I got as part of the main story quest earlier. Do you have any armor that's any good? No. No, you don't. Great. Thank you. Is the ring you gave me even any good? Oh, okay, and the ring's good. Alright, well, that wasn't a complete waste of time then. You're there now for why leave for ear scritches? There's a scritches machine here. I'm not giving them any scritches. I'm giving them spores and fungus. If I don't give the scritches, I'll do it for 2. Well, you do what you like with these weirdos. Oh, that's actually quite useful. What? You would be my patron? But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it I can't make my arcane wares. Who are the lawless ones? They're pneumo like us, except they've turned their backs on our values. Curs without honour they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisance of themselves. It was when I was outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, the ink included. I was too weak to resist them, but you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take back my ink from those villains? If you do this, I will consider it your patronage, and by way of service I will make you something very special. Excuse me, Jack, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you, and help in what little way I can. Sure. I don't care. Thank you so much. I'm so bored, and Thancred won't let me do anything. He's doing like a satellite dad. Oh man, my throat. The lawless ones make their lair to the south inside a cave called Father Collard's chambers. We don't know why. We don't know who Father Collard is. It's just a random collection of words we've put together. They took many vials of ink, and I'd be grateful if you could bring back as many as possible. I come back and say, yeah, so they drank it all. Because it was invisible ink, they thought all the vials were empty, and so they filled them with beer. Very sorry. Right, where am I going? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. So there are... I mean, they always do this with the Beast Tribe quest, where they go, oh yeah, we're the good ones, but there are bad ones that you can go and beat up. So... And then I think basically every Beast Tribe has a bad version that you can go and kill, except maybe like the Moogles or something. So there are some of them that have left in order to search for Scritches. And now I'm going to slaughter them. Eh. 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 It's so sad. Trying to get my running around on something that can't fly. Well, it can fly, but won't. Oh! These are like talking dragon birds. Ah, how would I like to go and bathe in the lake, but the thought that froth will be waiting puts me right off. Okay. I guess these are the guys I need to speak to afterwards to get the next part. You do fight some Moogles, but it's like a prank they're playing on you. Yeah, didn't we beat up the Moogle King or something at one point? Or was that something else? Oh, there was a Moogle Primal that we beat up. Wasn't there? And no, there were Moogle... There were, oh, what do they call it when the Primals... Yeah, good King Mogglemog. May his fluffiness, live in infamy for millennia. Leave me alone, leave me alone. There we go. Oh, dang it. Running away from one garden pork. See, I ran into another one. Oh, fine, we'll kill this one. Go on, Augustus. Well, don't run away from me. Are you the one who wanted to fight? There we go. Yeah, whatever they call the people who get like their brains fried by the Primal. There were about a bunch of Moogles that got their brains fried by good King Mogglemog. Mooglemog. Father Collar's chambers is through here. I peered inside, and sure enough, it was milling with new mow. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly, Jack. What do you want me to do? Oh, I go in loud. Okay. I mean, I don't have to fight anything really. Wonder if I can get one of these new Mo to work in my flat as a house servant. I think they'd be happy to do it. Yeah. I thought they'd lose interest, but they didn't. Finish him off, Augustus. There you go. I don't know what others call them, but I call them XP. Would they be happy to do it? You refuse to give them belly rubs and ear scritches. Yeah. I mean, maybe my Ananda housemaid could do it. I get one housemaid. I get one housemaid to do all the housework, and then another housemaid to give belly rubs and ear scritches to the housemaid that does all the work. That's what we call delegation. I don't know if dogs and snakes get along. Yeah! Like there's mongooses and snakes you're thinking of. They're the ones that don't get along. Dogs and snakes, though, perfectly fine. It's like, what are the two that hunt together? Is it a fox and a badger that hunt together? Wait, I thought she'd be just outside. Oh, she's over there. Go away, Porksy. I don't care about fighting you. You're not worth much. Oh, badgers and coyotes. That's it, yeah. There's those adorable videos you see of badgers and coyotes, like, hanging out together on, like, wilderness trails and stuff, because they hunt together.
Oh, thank goodness. There you are. Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
I see you use daggers.
Thancred taught me, but I'm still a novice. The Minfilius before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps.
Badgers and coyotes are such a weird combo. Like, badgers will fuck up bears and lions. I don't know if... like, European badgers would. They're kind of skittish. I know the honey badgers are, like, weirdly aggressive. And will just, like, yeah, just go for anything. Even if it will kill. Like, it's like no survival instincts whatsoever. They'll just properly go for things like twice their size. Like, a honey badger would go for an elephant. Well, coyotes shit themselves at shadows. Yeah, coyotes. The only thing because we don't really have coyotes in. I don't think we have them at all in the UK. So I only really know them from films and stuff. I think one of the things they do is they like try and lure dogs into the woods, basically, by like, barking and howling and stuff, trying to sort of trick them into thinking they're dogs, and then they maul them and eat them. That's the only thing I know about coyotes. I don't know whether badger gets involved in that.
I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight.
Honey badgers and angry when attacked with 0 provocation. Yeah, normal badgers are more skittish, but once they're angry, they'll die fighting. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that normal badgers were quite so aggressive. I mean, they do have the big claws. The thing is, in Europe, well, in England at least, we kind of associate badgers with there's a TV show called Spring Watch, Autumn Watch, Summer Watch, whatever time of year it is. They changed the name of the show, and they just go, "Look, we found a badger set." Unfortunately, the badger is in the set, so we can't see the badger, but they're in the set. That and getting hit by cars. I had a friend who totaled his car because the badger walked out into the road and it just completely smashed the front of his car. Because it's not quite as bad as hitting a deer, but they're chunky enough that they can like smash up your grill and break your engine and headlights and stuff. So yeah, honey badgers are kind of more like wolverines, I think, in size. Wolverines are also quite aggressive. I think they're all part of the same genus. I know does that word apply to animals? I think they are.
Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens.
I think badgers also have they've got a disease. Tuberculosis. They can transmit it to cattle. Yeah. That's another thing. They're a bit of a problem, is that they can infect cattle, which, yeah, TB.
I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close, as a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
So I've not been really paying attention to this dialogue, Minfilia. We're talking about badgers.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
You're not? Sorry, I haven't really been paying attention. I thought you were just a regular Minfilia and I forgot what you looked like.
Together, to the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes, covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her.
Minfilia's like pouring a heart out. I mean, we're worth talking about random ass unrelated animals, yeah. Hey, have you heard of the Womble? They're an entirely London-based genus of badger that they womble under Wimbledon Common and steal things to build their nests. They're like, if a homeless person dies in London, they'll strip him bare, take all his clothes, shoes, dignity, and they'll use it to dress themselves and decorate their home. Terrible creatures. They're a menace.
Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted. But now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do. Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
My life sucks. Please feel bad for me. Anyway, badgers, eh? I mean, look, it's not my fault that she started pouring all her heart out to me when we were talking about badgers first, to be fair. Oh, am I getting echo? Oh.
Why? Why did you imprison us?
Oh, it's Titania, like an old Minfilia.
Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair.
Okay, no, with that accent, she's I don't think so.
Come and play with us.
Well, she seems like
From the castle.
a right laugh. I was gonna say, she actually kind of reminds me of Tiny Tina from Borderlands.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Numo. I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
How does this relate to badgers, though? I guess we'll find our answer when we get to the castle. Hey. I'm here. Mercy, Your Majesty, we had no choice. Please forgive us. Oh, do they all hear it? Oh, it's you. Oh, my ink. We were able to retrieve it. I thought it was just us. I thought we were special. Ah, yes, this is the ink, and almost all of it, too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse, but thanks to you, it's simply bad again. Fantastic. It's gone from a 0 out of 10 to a 1 out of 10. Hooray! What? You had the vision too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their sound instincts. Right, bye, Augustus. Because they're like, this is boring. Bye. This manifests in the desires to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness. For a long time we've ignored it, but we can't do it so forever. But forgive me, I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as I asked, so I'll give you the service I promised. Nothing up my sleeve, and voila! It served you well. Ooh. Nut bake? Oh. Maybe some other time. Weird lad. Yeah. I was trying to think of like a mad lad joke when they first introduced him, but I couldn't think of anything, and then the thought left my mind as quickly as it entered. That's what happens sometimes. There's nothing like honourable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Now to go back to pissing myself over the the nightmarish presence of our king. Oh, I should mention that Elder Weird Enk returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. Okie dokie. Weird wank. Weird Ank. There's no. It's a perfectly wholesome name. Ah, there you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, you'll be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I would deliver our answer. Everyone, the weird dog people have finished deliberating. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, during our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we would never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from the torment. In light of this, we've decided to entrust their fate to you. Bleh. Take it, the stone scepter of the new Mo. And that makes 3 relics. 1 more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. The leader, upon Ilmeg's founding, arose as ruler of all faith folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we faith folk render our blessings unto nature, unto water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin-eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear. Is there anything else that we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us a little while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I would next have the chance. We would see that you were comfortable, of course, and do all our power to make you feel at home. Oi! Honestly, I'll look away for one moment. Every fairy and their nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling. Hang on, this isn't the right accent for Feo. This is my sapling, mine. Do you hear? Not yours and not the Falf's. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce him will wish they hadn't. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They are held in the Amaro's safekeeping at their settlement, Wolleckdorf. It beareth mentioning these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Fade folk. Yeah, I spoke to one of them earlier. They were just sort of hanging out. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive at Wolleckdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and the bearer of the relic. I mean, I already attuned to the Aetheryte, so I can just teleport straight over there. Crystal slippers. Great, we're going to a ball. Yeah, I got my pumpkin carriage. Oriange can be my fairy godfather. Man. I mean, you guys are cool, but you guys do live in squalor. It's just like they just live in a ruined city. It's like, yeah, well, we don't have hands, so we can't really build anything. We just kind of hang out wherever. How am I doing on the Aether Currents? Ilmeg. One more. Oh, and I've got all of the... I've got 2 of the quest ones as well. Almost done with Lakeland as well. I'm guessing, yes, the biggest one will be the king. Hello. Stop jumping. Oh, I went inside. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. Boo. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. Seto! Hands about as well as a lump of iron. I've seen you do the Mandeville dance. You dance with all the grace of a Amaro. I don't know. I was trying to think of what one of the big wildebeest things were called, but I don't remember the name. I can't remember the names of the characters, let alone the monsters. That's a big cock, big and green. I'm just going to carry on with the conversation. Bert! Oh, it looks so sad. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Ah! Did I hear you all right? You desire the crystal shoes, that you may confront the Light Warden? We gave the crystal shoes to the Amaro, because we knew they wouldn't wear. There was no risk of them wearing them. No, no, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. Well, we appreciate your concern. We have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Oh, go on then. So, Charles, are you okay? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. Mr. I'm just reading your recent comment. Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members, and do 3 quests for 3 different people. Exactly. That should do it. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourself known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. I've never wondered why Hulk's pants would survive. He wears jeans, the least stretchy type of pants. It's the raw power of the Comics Code Authority. I'm just... What are you talking about? What is this big green cock that you're talking about? Because I didn't... I'm guessing you're talking about something in the background that I walked past, but I didn't see it. Just a little bit of context, that's all I ask. Amaro are basically big chickens. Oh, I see. Green, though. Are they green? They look black to me. I mean, I'd say that was black. Dark green? Really? I mean, maybe it's... I don't know, maybe it's our monitors are different, or... You know, what's that thing over there? Oh, I'll probably go and kill 3 of them in a second for one of these guys, but these guys look black. Big black chicken dragons. How now? It's not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Oh, I need to pet. Pet. Bosh. Yosh. Gah! How long has it been since I last felt a man's touch? I cannot help be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Vober, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I may remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Gah! Pet Eoan. I colour find they're green. I'm telling you, they're not. I mean, again, maybe it's my monitor, but they look very black to me. I'm looking at a picture of an Amaro just to see whether maybe it's like my game or something, but... They look black to me. I mean... They look black. Why do I remember Amaro being green? I don't know. Maybe there's a mount that is a green one or something. I was just really confused then, because I was like, what did I walk past that made you start talking about Hulk's penis? The context was very important there. Are you one of those treasure hunters? There's nothing left for you here. Oh, yeah, I need to pet you. No, not... Oh, well, I've actually got my chicken out. And now I'm on a horse. This is on a bear. These are all the wrong emotes. There we go. Yosh. Ah, that tickles. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts, but then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, this seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, have I told you. Would you like to be mine? I don't have an Amaro mount. Oh, is it? Where's the other big bird that... Oh no, the Yola. Yeah, definitely not green. So I was just looking to see how to actually get an Amaro mount. I think it's one that I will get eventually, I think. Not part of the story. I think I need to level up a magic and a melee character up to level 80, but... What was all the commotion? Did something happen while we slumbered? Oh, I'm going to pet Nimbus right in front of this other one. He's going to be so jealous. Ah, what's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have a chance to enjoy the attentions of men. You're kind of loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk. But then, we are Fey folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. 'Tis easy to forget sometimes. Yep, see, exactly 3. That was a lot easier, though, than doing quests for everyone. I just had to... I just had to pet them. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it. Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Yeah. I agree. Ah, man. Jack, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may move him to change his mind. Alright, I'm gonna go brag to the chicken. Hey, I'm a pretty big deal. I can kill your king, it's fine. You have spoken with my brethren, and you see that it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not any more. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. I'll win! Don't worry! What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fey folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Naught more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? Yeah, to save the world. Kind of a hero. Kind of a hero. What? What did you say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin-eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I would consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There, I will lure out the fiends that you may slay them. Gah! Alright. To be fair, I much prefer this as a method of convincing someone. Just, yeah, look, I'm really strong. Just let me go and beat up some dudes to show you how strong I am, and then we can just get over with this a lot quicker. I'll drive over in my... I will use my voice to lure out the sin-eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. So, but come, we begin at your signal. Ready then? Very well. Although it's an interesting, it is an interesting like test. He's like, I won't send you off to your death, so fight these sin eaters, which may well kill you. And providing they don't kill you, I'll agree to send you off to your death. Oh, it's a sin eater bear. A grizzly sin eater, if you will. I bet there's one more after this, so I'll save my sword. Well, so I don't think I didn't notice you sitting over there, Sadratus. There. I did it. You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wallachdorf. Ah, man, back and forth, back and forth. Ah. Back onto my Christmas egg mount. Sin bearer. Ugh, boo. Very boo. By the ease with which you slew those sin eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favour I would ask of you. Yeah, I mean, God, I can't say no. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that should fall, it was Longmirror Lake. We are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the south, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. I ponder your request for the shoes. Will you not go and search for my medallion? If I should ever if it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Ah! Alright, where do I need to go for this thing? Over here. This isn't any closer than the the other Aetherytes, so I guess we're just going to have to walk over. So I want to go... I want to try and at least finish... Oh, I was in combat. Yeah. I suddenly thought as I jumped off, oh, dang it. I don't have my invulnerability at the moment. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's try that again. I probably didn't want to come in here, but that's fine. I think I want to choose the other option. Ah, damn. Why is it that I'm immune to the... Not immune to the power of gravity, but I can resist gravity's death pull right up until I'm distracted by some like tiny little monster. It's like I have to really focus to not die from fall damage, and if I'm distracted even slightly, my concentration falters. I just splat on the ground dead. surprisingly, that hasn't happened that often. But it has happened often enough that I'm like, oh, dang it, not again. I do remember being very confused the first time it happened, though. Dang it. See, these are the sort of quiet moments where I should take a drink. I was going to say, though, before I died, before I killed myself, was I'm going to try and finish this area tonight. Because I jumped into water. That shouldn't hurt me that much. I'm going to try and finish this area tonight, including the dungeon, if I'm able, because I don't plan on playing Final Fantasy XIV next week. Oh, you're here with your whale. Oh, I didn't have to search very hard for it then. That was quite easy. All right, back to Wallachdorf. But yeah, I've narrowed down a selection of games that I want to play. I got lucky and found it first try, did I? Oh, were there multiple, like, sparkling spots that I could have tried, was there? Yeah, that was just... I guess because I came in from a different angle than I would have if I'd come from here. It was the closest one to the door. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? There's 8 spots. Oh, man, I really did luck out. I just thought, yeah, man, I really just, like, stumbled upon that really easily. So I thought maybe that was intentional. Oh, go me. I guess that the luck of finding it first time kind of offset the time I lost by accidentally killing myself.
My medallion! You found it!
Oh. Didn't think they were going to give these guys a voice actor.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
That spot is kind of hidden unless you swim from above. Most people take a minute to find it. Ah, well, you know, it bodes well for tomorrow. It bodes well for tomorrow. I'm planning. I'm going to play Crisis Core tomorrow afternoon, but in the evening, I've got a Christmas hidden object game lined up. So my ability to find medallions in ruins bodes well for my ability to find random shit in a random picture. I'm not selling this game very well, but that's the basic premise of what you do in it.
In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
Oh, it was Ardbert's
His name
Amaro.
was Ardbert, and he was my friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest.
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet, in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Oh, you're in luck. I'm currently being haunted by him. Aww. This is how I imagine the Pokemon anime is going to end in a few weeks. Well, not end, but the Ash Ketchum part of the Pokemon anime is going to end in a few weeks' time. It's going to a time skip to an elderly talking Pikachu, talking about how he loved Ash and Ash's ghost sort of fading away, satisfied. It's wild though. They're finally killing off Ash.
Your kindness.
Yeah, they're finally replacing him. I imagine it sounds like he might still be involved, so they might do like a time skip where he's older, and or you know, there might even be like one of the new characters might even be his kids. But about time goes because I'm 10 years old for 50 years. Yeah, they really, honestly, they should have, I think, with each generation, created a new like trainer rather than have Ash go from generation to generation, and then have like Ash show up as a cameo every so often. Like they basically exactly the same thing the games do with Red, where Red occasionally shows up in other games as, because like by Sun and Moon he's like 18 or something. He looks weird.
When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Yay! We have the whole set. Stuff's in my pocket. They're very delicate. They're made out of crystal. Please don't break them.
Trouble! Terrible trouble!
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ah, the old martial artist guy.
Right.
Just turn him into a plant.
If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught. as thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
Yeah, I mean, once the Light Warden's dead, it's not like they can bring it back. I hope.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
I do need someone...
You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I do need someone to wear the dress and stuff, so... And I'm guessing that Alphino won't come with me.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Someone's like, Ardbut is our alternative universe version. I know. It's crazy, that. I mean, it's not like he looks like the Warrior of Light does in every trailer. So I would wish you well on your way. Forgive me, it seems my... I won't do the chicken voice anymore, that I know sounds like it looks like. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I am convinced now, convinced that you will triumph. To the south, you will find the bridge to Laigia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Oh. Well, alright then. I will, Wait, where do I need to go? Oh, it's in the middle of the lake, is it? Well. No. Let's go to Little Loran and go from there then, so I don't kill myself jumping off a cliff. Fine, I'll wear the glass slippers and dress with a tiara. I mean, I might have to, from the sounds of things. Oh, it's a chipper pixie. If I could find a fish pixie, I could have some dinner. Oh, I really fancy some fish and chips now. I haven't had fish and chips for a while. I'm guessing I have to go over the bridge. Yeah, I don't see a way to... Oh, this is fine. Nice little swim in the lake. The Warrior of Light just keeps... Because I was like, well, I mean, if I'm on my own... Yeah, the Warrior of Light just keeps finding reasons to... excuses to put on the dress. He's like, well, you know, if I'm on my own and my clothes are all wet, I mean, I guess it'd be silly not to change into something else. And, I mean, I've got the dress and the tiara here, so... I've been playing Dragon Ball The Breakers recently, and you can get what they're called transfers, which let you transform into different Dragon Ball characters. And they've given you Android 18 and Vidal's transfers so far, so you can transform into the 2 of them. But you can transform into them regardless of your gender. So I'm just this otherwise quite muscular guy. When you Android 18's clothes, not actually that bad because she wears like jeans and a jacket. But Vidal wears like short shorts and a pink t-shirt, and it looks very silly on on my dude. And it's just I'm imagining the Warrior of Light now. Man, they turn these guys into... That's kind of cruel. I mean, it's cool that they turned everyone into bushes, to be honest, but... Get rid of that flag, finally. Bugging me. It's a Fuka! Mother Fuka. That's their leader, the Mother Fuka. So yeah. Not an event boss. The word I'm trying to think of. Oh no, this Fuka's got his eyes on me. Let's show this Fuka who's boss. There we go. I like to leave it to Augustus when they've only got a little bit of life left. Gives them a bit of purpose. I'll go around this way. Some Fukas guarding that staircase. Hi, Citratus. Nice umbrella. There's also 2 other players here, just hanging out. The gators recognise that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titiana, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Nod. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Okay, whatever. I just think you're going to kill this thing, right? The Dancing Plague. You're right, we are going to a ball. Get your dancing shoes on, Citratus. I mean, I assume you're here to help me out, which I appreciate, as always. Because I'm guessing I can't do this one with NPCs, owing to the fact that my NPCs are busy fighting an army. I suppose I could start inviting you to my party now. I normally, it used to be the case that you'd invite me because you were higher leveled, but now I'm higher leveled than you. Also weird that, oh, it's a full 8 people. Is it just a trial? Is it just the killing the boss? I thought it'd be a dungeon. It's weird that there's like people actively joining and waiting for the party, but they're not joining our team. I mean, unless it's 2 healers. There's a scholar. And the machinist. So no, they should... Hmm. Oh, hey, there you go. I didn't see what that said. New adventurer, retainer, and mental party members will now receive an EXP bonus until attaining level 80. Oh. I suppose I should say hi. If I can figure out how to get to the friggin'... Hang on. Oh, I just realised. I thought, oh, both of them joined us. I just realised, oh no, our fourth party member is Augustus. Well, I guess it's time to do the traditional. There we go. 2 healers, 2 DPS. We should find people at the rest of the party in no time. And until then, I should just be over here doing the mambo. I guess it's the time of night. I figured might take a little while. I guess they can't always be instantaneous matches. It does say wait time less than 5 minutes though, and we're still at less than 5 minutes, so just need to not get patient. Impatient even. Yes. Glad to have you, John. Oh, you're a tiny bit close to me, unfortunately. I just mamboed into you. Oh, there you go. Bye, Augustus. Now I'm just left with my dancing. Oh, hey, there we go. That didn't take very long. Wait, did we do it? Oh, does she not have a voice actor? Did we come in? Did he bypass the queue by putting us in unsynced? So much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. I'm sure she had a voice actor earlier. Why is this not voiced? We must make up for it. We must. Beginning by playing with you. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah, we are playing unsynced. Alright, we're unsynced. Let's see what happens.
The night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
There we go. We have 2 DPS and 2 healers, though. I don't know. I mean, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's zoom out a bit so I can see the AoEs. Wet, wet, wet. Why is she talking about the band Wet, Wet, Wet?
When you play with fire.
Okay, well, we're not dead yet, so this is going okay, I think.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's stay in the dark.
Oh, this is lovely. Although now this area has an edge, which has me worried. Oh, we've been segmented. Okay, that didn't seem to actually do a whole lot. Do we have to stack or separate? Okay, well, no matter. The attack kicked in before we could answer. Oh, okay. I mean, I think I'm doing okay. I'm worried about Titania's power. Was building up a second ago. I don't know if that stopped. No, it's still building up. I guess we need to defeat these mobs before Titania's power. Oh! Now they're big now. Okay. Oh god, that shunt terrified me. What are we attacking? Back one? This one? This one. Got a lot of communication going on at the moment. And then explode. Okay, well we did it before it got to 100. So hopefully that means she's not going to do like a one-hit KO now. Which is always a worry.
This is so much fun.
Okay, we're still alive. Good.
Please some more.
That was cutting it kind of close, though. Oh. Oh, I see. I didn't get caught in the roots last time, but I see if you let them hit you, they tangle you up for a little bit. Which makes sense, being roots. Slides and Drowns, I did try and res you myself there. Oh, hang on, I can... Okay. Well, whittling them down. I think this is doable with the four of us. Having a level 90 definitely helps. Oh. Someone didn't stand on their spot, so now we've got a dew spirit. Well, slightly worried about the state of the ground. Okay, this is fine. It went away. It went away. Nothing to worry about, as it turns out. Alright, just a little more. We got her on the back foot. Just a little more. There we go. Ah! That worked out quite nicely with the four of us.
No more.
We defeated the drunk Pixie King. It's a bit weird. She had voice acting for that last bit. I wonder why she didn't. Voice acting didn't kick in for the intro. In fact, yeah, she had voice acting throughout that whole fight. Alright, time for me to go Moses again. Yeah, I seem largely unbothered by the light going into me after defeating the defeating each Sin Eater. It's mostly just sort of like, meh, it's just a slight tickle. It's probably not doing like any kind of permanent damage or, you know, slowly killing me or anything. It's probably fine. I don't think the other newbie was worried about messing up. I didn't die! It's a surprise to me. I guess because we did it unsynced, so I was probably slightly over-leveled.
You have freed our fallen king.
But still!
Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
I died because I was eating my chicken burger. Strauss, I need your full concentration during these important trials. I don't think you've died before in another one of these because you were eating something as well. You were eating a sandwich while we were trying to defeat Rathalos.
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
I don't want it. You can have it, Theo.
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us. Never again to live as men do.
I do stream at the time I eat dinner. Yeah, no, I know. I appreciate the timing is mostly my own fault because I stream at the same time on a Friday. But
noble sapling, my precious mortal. We Fey folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Okay, I mean, I kind of assumed that Feo would take over, given that there's only 2 of us here and I can't be take over. But it is very presumptuous of us to be like, no, you go on and die. I will take on the king, take over as king/queen in your stead. Don't worry, no, I'm willing to make the sacrifice. I know. It's like at the end of Hook, when Tinkerbell gets big.
Kinla, Ilishla, Ilmek, Okbra.
What?
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Yeah. Turn them into bushes.
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
He sounds like the kid in the,
How in the 7 hells?
what's that cereal in America where there's like a wolf or something? And he's like, silly thing, tricks are for kids.
Listen well.
I think it's just called Tricks, isn't it? Might just be called Tricks.
To this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Alright, 3 of us are here.
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
That was a good surprise attack that did very little other than release that fairy, I suppose.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed. General, what are our orders? What do we do?
I don't like it. It's scary. That fight's a lot more hard without a level 90. Most parties wipe at least once. So we lucked out, is what you're saying, by getting queuing with someone who was strong enough to basically carry us. I don't mind. I mean, there's probably a triple triad card in there that I'll have to go back in to do. I'd have to go back and do it again to go and get the cards. So I'm sure I'll get an opportunity to do it properly at some point.
Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Ah.
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before.
Oh man, it's a good job we didn't piss off. Well, I mean, to be fair, the water ones, the Falth did try and drown me, but it's a good job we didn't piss off any of the other ones because it turns out they're actually quite strong. Bop! Now you're a plant.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
What do you mean, what's the matter with you? They've been turned into hedges. Get a hold of yourself. It's like, I'm shrubbery. You fuck. Oh, my Pompadour's sad. You can tell how tired the Warrior of Light is by how limp his Pompadour is. After a hard fight, it's very soggy.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Type bye. I don't want to be a hedge. Right, cool. Am I riding on the back of Feo? Oh no, I'm on an Amaro. I was going to say, can I get a Feo mount? Lucked out, but I like the harder fight. The wipes can be fun. Yeah, I mean, there is fun to be had in dying, I suppose, occasionally. Sad limp pomp. Yeah, I need to replenish my energy. I need to play some triple triad to get my strength back.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fea all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
Do you want a Feo mount? Probably going to make you beg every time you call her. I made her queen.
For your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fey folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
If you don't care about the future, why are you all so reluctant to give me the 4 artifacts? Like, oh, if we release the king and she destroys the land, then we'll have to leave. And it's like, yeah, but live in the now. Come on, it'll be fun.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken
To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you. We were friends for all of like 10 hours or so.
At your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you.
Oh, which part?
Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
I don't speak Welsh. Stop it. Or Gaelic or whatever language it is you're speaking. I can read the subtitles, but the Warrior of Light can't. Don't look up my dress as I fly away. Which part? Well, it's an important question. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Elmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuables they might prove, were the moon only to take them. Mood. Boom. So I think there's 2 more Fate currents. I bet that's one. And I bet that... Everyone shut the fuck up. There's a triple triad match. Someone wants to play me in triple triad. Oh, did I get... No. I didn't get a card from that fight. Party got disbanded, didn't it? Yeah. Did I get anything from that fight? No. It's a shame. Oh shit. Let's go. And you fool sapling. Mate, they still lived in Lydia Land. We'd have lots of fun together, making mischief on travellers. Oh, do you know some of these pretty cards with pictures on them? Ryanja gave some to me way back when. Oh, Ryanja, you have triple triad cards. Play with me. Sitting there for a mortal game. If you have some same cards, let us play. Okay, she only has one. She only has one card I don't have. So let's go. Triple triad. 3 open and swap. Easy. Oh, I'm guessing I'm playing for the Titiana card. Oh, it's been actually like a proper while since I've played triple triad. That's unfortunate. Oh, it could be for the Feo card, actually. I reckon the Titiana card's probably from the fight I just did. Oh, I took my best card. Come on, give me the card. You've only got the one. Don't be stingy. Bah. This fairy's not very good, to be fair, at Triple Triad. So it's quite easy to win, fortunately. But the odds of getting the actual card off of her are... yeah, I'm guessing it's the Feo card, and it's not very good. Effects. Come on. Stop being so stingy with your cards. I've beaten you 4 times in a row. Such is the plight of we who deal with cards. Oh, come on. I think this is the first person. This might well be the first person in this expansion that's actually played Triple Triad with me. I've been keeping my eyes out. I might have to do a quick sweep of the previous areas to see if there's maybe someone I missed. Come on, just give me your card, you stingy fairy. And not that one. Yeah, this isn't even, like, she's really, really bad. This isn't taking a huge amount of effort on my part to win these fights. Even when they take my best card, which they've been doing consistently, it's still pretty easy to get the win. Not really capitalizing on. Yeah. Come on! I get it if it's a 5-star card, but come on, it's a 2-star card. Just gimme it. Like, seriously, stop being so goddamn stingy. Well, I mean, I'm doing my challenge log at least. So I'm going to get a nice amount of MGP after this, but I thought, oh, I'll play a couple of games of Triple Triad. That'd be a nice way to end the stream on doing my favourite thing. But no. No, couldn't even make that convenient. This is to make up for us getting handed the trial earlier by getting it procuring with a level 90. Right, well, you had the trial was easy, so now you must suffer. You must suffer in the form of triple triad. Yeah, karma, exactly. I didn't think there's actually... Take advantage of that. Come on. Getting all of these cards is going to be, I think, like the biggest, my biggest achievement in this entire goddamn game. Just the amount of steps you have to go through just to acquire some of these cards is ridiculous. There we go. How can this be? How can a pixie be bested at play? We must play again. Yes, again and again until I win. I won. We played, I think, 12 times there, and I won every single match. Give me the card and go away. There. I've added the card to my. I've added the card to my card list. Would already be an Endwalker if Triple Triad didn't exist. Yeah, but I'd have one less reason to get to Endwalker. So, it's. This is I've said. The story and Triple Triad are basically tied with regards to motivations for me finishing this game. I want to. I love a good card game. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I love a good card game. Right, let's call it there. It's 12:30. You can accomplish a lot. We finished. Got my reindeer. Finished the Starlight celebration, and then we saved an area, and I got a new card. And there's a ferry just passing by. Yeah. So I guess it's on to the next area. Maybe we'll go and find Y'shtola next. I assume she shows up at some point, but... as I said, next week there won't be any Final Fantasy XIV, because I'm planning to spend all of next week playing games that I... like, highly rated games from this year that I didn't play. And so I need the Friday afternoon to play one of those. So we'll be playing something else, but we'll be back in Final Fantasy XIV in the new year, on the first Friday of the new year, so it won't be gone for long. Yes, and we made Faye Queen of the Fae. Well, Queen of the Fae, even, because she's also the Queen of the Water People, the Dog People, and the Talking Birds. She's got a lot under her skirt. Oh, there's my squirrel. Popped onto my shoulder. Oh, I didn't realise he actually went onto different shoulders as well. I thought it was just the one shoulder. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. She said she'd come and help us out, you know, if we called for her. So I'm expecting at the end of this game we'll summon on all of our friends that we've made across the first to come and help us fight against, I don't know, the light? Like the King Light Warden, the Super Light Warden, I don't know. Maybe it's just against me. Maybe I have to defeat myself in order to rid the world, to save the world from the light. We shall see. There's still quite a lot of Shadowbringers left, I think. We're not massively deep into it. I can have a look at the main scenario quest list and see where we are. So we did that. We did that. Oh. I get a sandwich basket from the next quest, so that'll be something to look forward to. But yeah, we're only on the level 73 quests, and they go up to 80. So we still got a good. So we've done 20, 9, 18, 21, 23. We've done like a little over 40 quests. 20, 21, 18. Oh, so we're actually about halfway. In terms of quest numbers, we're actually a little over halfway through Shadowbringers. Light Warden Prime. Mega Light Warden Ultimate. You're absorbing all the Light Wardens into you, so you could be creating a super Light Warden, I guess. I mean, there must be some kind of negative like consequence of absorbing all of the Light Wardens into me. Like, surely it's not just going to be, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, he just became more powerful. Like, I'm just going to go back to the source, and Heidelin's going to be like, whoa, what the hell, man? Pump that light into me. I can become a super crystal. I can power up into a super Chaos Emerald. Like at the start of Sonic and Knuckles when you connected Sonic 3 onto the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. That's what Heidelin's going to be like. She's going to transform. Yeah, no, but in terms of like actual just like quest numbers, we're about halfway through. Which is doesn't feel like we're halfway through. 20 9 2. There's 80 quests in total, isn't there? Oh no, there's 106 quests. So we're a little under halfway through actually. We're at about 42, 43, I think. So we're slightly shy of halfway through Shadowbringers. So we'll be about halfway after the next stream, I reckon. Light magic is stagnation, so it could be making you ageless. I'd be happy being immortal. I got lots to do. I could hang around, I could play triple triad for eternity. Oh, imagine an endless collection of triple triad. I can start making my own cards when I finish my collection. Just endlessly adding to my deck for eternity. Hey, salutations, King Demonic Gaming. Good to see you. You've unfortunately joined right at the end of the stream. I'm just about to wrap up for the day. But good to see you all the same. Hope you're fine and dandy, as always, on this Christmas Eve. Just triple triad until everything dies. Exactly. Until the heat death of the universe. Just dun 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 dun, just playing my triple triad, and I'm going slowly insane over the course of an eternity. You're doing well. Glad to hear you're doing well. I am doing good as well. Although my arm, for some reason, I think it's because of the cold. I got a bit of arthritis in my left shoulder. Like not like proper arthritis, but it's technically arthritis. And so whenever it goes like cold, just my bones ache in my arm. It'd be fine once I warm back up again, but it's been I don't know. It's not really worth mentioning, honestly, but it's distracting me at this very moment. I'm sat here sort of winding my arm around like I'm winding up for a cartoon style punch. I'm just trying to warm my arm up. But other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, so no Final Fantasy XIV next week because we'll be playing something else. I've got a couple of games lined up. I want to play though. I got a couple of games. We're definitely going to be playing Pentiment. Definitely going to be playing Immortality. Probably we'll be playing Nobody Saves the Universe because I've heard good things about that. I kind of want to play Citizen Sleeper, but I don't know if it'll be good. I can't decide whether it's a good stream game or not. It looks like it's really good, and it's got like the reviews for Citizen Sleeper have been like massively positive. So I think it's a good game. I just don't know whether it'll be a good stream game. But I guess if I just do it as a midweek stream, it can just be a one-off, and I can finish it at my own time if need be. But tomorrow, though, as I said, I'm going to try and we're going to play Crisis Core in the afternoon. See how far I can get along. Might be able to finish it. I have been leveling up quite a bit, so I don't think I'm going to run into too much trouble with the actual difficulty. It's mostly going to be just doing the mini games and watching the story because, yeah, I leveled up a bit too much. So we might finish Crisis Core, but if we don't, we'll obviously just finish off another time. But then in the afternoon, we'll be playing a very festive hidden object game. So if hopefully I will see you then, or for one of those. Otherwise, I will see you when I see you. So yeah, I'm gonna go and warm my arm up and go and eat something. I did legitimately sleep all day today. So I ate dinner, but I've eaten nothing else. I'm starving now. So I'm gonna cook myself a midnight snack, just to tide myself over. I mean, the sensible thing to do would be to go to sleep and wake up early and have breakfast, but I'm not sensible. So I'm going to do my thing instead. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to... bye. Yeah, I'm really good at outros. It's been a year and a half. You'd think I'd be better at it, but I'm really, really not. You just had a chicken burger with poutine. Ooh, that does sound good, actually. I do love... I know poutine isn't quite gravy, but I do love chicken with gravy. I always order the great pot of gravy when I have KFC, just so I can dip it in. It's like, oh, nectar. Sweet nectar. Man, I want some KFC now. Wonder if they're still delivering. That's my problem. Anyway, good night. Goodbye. KFC.